You know that feeling when you meet someone and you think, he's not quite ready now, but when he is, he's going to be perfect. He's got the raw material, good heart, just needs time, growth, maybe therapy, maybe a better job. Maybe his ex is finally going to leave him alone. You start doing the math in your head. 6 months, a year, and then you'll have him. The finished version. This is called potential investing. And like all investments that sound too good to be true, the market is about to crash. Open your field guide. We're going to calculate what you are actually paying. Here's what nobody tells you about investing in potential. You're not just buying his future, you are financing it. And the interest rates are criminal. When you date a man for potential, you're doing unpaid labor. As his personal development coach, you're offering your time, your emotional labor, your belief in him when he doesn't believe in himself. You're turning down other men because this one just needs a little more time. You're shrinking yourself to fit his timeline. And what does he give you? Access to a promise, a maybe, a version of him that might exist someday in some alternate reality where he finally gets his act together. That's not romance. That's a venture capital disaster. Here's the asymmetry that ruins everything. When he's with you, he has no incentive to change. You're already there, believing in him, supporting him, giving him the attention and affection that would normally come after he actually grows. He's getting the benefit of the finished product while he's still the rough draft. Meanwhile, you're burning through your most valuable resource, your time, your fertility window, your emotional bandwidth, your ability to meet someone who's already finished, who doesn't need you to believe them into existence. He gets time to figure it out. You get older, and here's the cruelest part. He will eventually figure it out, just not with you. He'll meet someone else, and suddenly he'll stop smoking, get the therapy, fix the job situation, because that relationship is new, because he feels something to prove. But by then, you're already gone, or you're staying, because leaving now feels like admitting you wasted all that time. That's the trap. That's why women stay. But let me tell you the brutal truth hiding under potential. If he really wanted to change, he would have. Not to impress you, but for himself. Men don't change for women they're lukewarm about. They change for women they're obsessed with. They change for competitive advantage. They change for self-respect. If he's not changing now, it's because he's comfortable. And who made him comfortable? You did. Now let's talk about the lies you tell yourself to stay. Lie number 1. He just hasn't found his passion yet. He needs someone who believes in him. Here's the truth. He knows what he wants. He's choosing to do nothing about it. You're dating someone with no internal compass, and you're the one trying to row. Lie number 2. He's just going through a phase. Once he gets past this, he'll be amazing. Here's the truth. This is who he is right now, and who people are right now is who they've chosen to be. Change is painful. It requires daily choice. People who aren't making that choice for themselves won't make it because you're waiting. Lie number 3. Love can change him. If I just love him enough, he'll want to be better. Here's the truth. Love doesn't change people. Consequences change people. Sometimes loss changes people. But unconditional acceptance, that's the opposite of motivation. You're not his mother. You're not his therapist. You're dating him. And dating is supposed to be about who he is right now, not who he might become if you sacrifice enough of yourself. Let's do the math. Real numbers. You're 28, you meet him, he has potential. You give him 3 years to figure it out. He doesn't. You're now 31. During those 3 years, what happened? You turned down someone who was already figured out because this guy had more potential. You invested over 1,000 hours of emotional labor. You aged, your fertility window closed a little more. You normalized mediocre effort. You trained yourself to wait. You trained yourself to believe in people who don't believe in themselves enough to change. And him? He's still on his timeline, still thinking about changing, still not actually changing. What did he cost you? 3 years. But also 3 years of actual relationship with someone worthy. 3 years of not teaching yourself to accept less. 3 years of maintaining your own growth instead of his. 3 years of freedom. You don't get that alternate timeline. You can't have both. Here's what you need to know about potential. Rule number 1. People show you who they are. Believe them the first time, not the potential version, the actual version sitting in front of you right now. Rule number 2. If he wanted to change, he'd change for himself, not for you. Your job is not to motivate him. Your job is to date someone who's already motivated. Rule number 3. Potential is expensive and you're the one paying. He gets to stay comfortable while you burn through time, youth, emotional energy, and possibility. Rule number 4. The man he could become is not the man you're dating. You're not in love with him. You're in love with a fantasy. And fantasy doesn't pay rent, make you breakfast, or show up when you're sick. Rule number 5. Your time is not investment capital. It's your life. And the years you give to someone else's potential are years you don't get back. Stop asking, does he have potential? Start asking, can I afford this? Because every day you wait for him to change is a day you're not available for someone who's already here. The saddest part, he'll eventually figure it out, just like you eventually figured out this relationship was never going to work, but you'll be gone. And that's fine. That's the goal. You're not his emergency motivation. You're not his deadline. You're not his reason to grow. You're just a woman who believed in him more than he believed in himself. And that's the most expensive investment you'll ever make. If you're tired of calculating the cost of men who aren't even trying, subscribe for more field guides. And remember, you deserve someone who's already figured it out, not someone who might someday. If you wait long enough, you're not an investment, you're a person. Stay sharp out there.